Well. Hello, everyone. Once again, making another video. But I just kind of wanted to play a game and talk. We're playing a game called TerraFirma. It's kind of just like a world-building God simulator type of game. I really like this game. Um, but in the meantime, let's talk about something a little bit more pressing. Like, ooh, like Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Let me tell you. I've I started collecting books from JoJo a couple months ago. I have all of part 1, all of part 2, and around halfway of part 3, and I've got the first book of Steel Ball Run. I I I love Steel Ball Run. Steel Ball Run is so good. And I haven't read any of part 3 yet, but I've watched all of the anime. And I'm excited to read it. I really am. And then oh, I'm right before when Caesar dies. Sorry for spoilers if nobody's watched it yet. Um, but I'm right before the part when Caesar dies and he fights Wamu. Oh, that's gonna be so sad to read. But what I don't understand about those books though is for part 2, there's like 3 giant books, 1, 2, and 3, the 3 volumes, and then the third book is super skinny. Like if you put up a part 3 book comparative to the third part 2 book, it is so much skinnier. It makes no sense. And it's covering a lot of like sad ass topics. Maybe they just wanted like a book to like honor Caesar, which makes sense. But still, it's like what I paid $25 for this? I just feel like it's a little outrageous. But I love the books. They're so good. Watching Joseph fight off SCDC and all of all of the other characters. Watching him climb out of the pillar was probably my favorite part so far. And I'd just be reading it at school, and that's always a lot of fun. Honestly, I've put people onto JoJo too. There's this guy in my class. We have to read in our ELA class. So I put him on to JoJo. I'm like, yo, dude, I have this extra book with me today because my friend who's in that class with me wasn't there. And he was like, okay, cool, I'll read it. I'm like, frick yeah. So he starts reading it. I have to teach him how to read manga, which is fine. No diss against that. Manga is hard to read, especially if you don't know how. And that's understandable. Reading backwards is like, trying to use chopsticks. You don't get it the first time. But so I teach him how to read it, and he's like, "Damn, this shit is good." And he's right. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really happy that he liked it. But I love putting people onto it because it's such a great series, and the people that do love it will end up telling more people about it because of how good it is. And I really appreciate making that part of the fandom still live. What I'm hoping though is that more people will start asking me about it. I love talking about it as much as the next guy loves talking about, jerkin or something. I don't know. But I it's just such a big like autistic spike in my brain where I'm like, "Oh my god, my special interest." And then oh yeah. I'm really excited to see what part 3 looks like in the manga. If if part 2 was really good, then I'm part 3 is going to for sure be great. And then part 4 is going to be really good too. That's what I'm really excited for. I'm pretty sure part 4 is probably my favorite. Part 2 and part 4 are easily my number 1 and 2. My number 3 probably Steel Ball Run. My fourth probably Golden Winds. I don't know. I'd have to pull up a tier list for it, which I'll probably do in the future. Um, Man, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to start collecting some more of these books too. Ooh, let me tell you, when I get my hands on half of the part 4 books, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. And I read really fast on manga too. I was able to get through halfway on that really skinny part 2 book, which is ridiculously fast word pace, 'cause that's like I'm reading that's like I'm reading. I forgot what I was gonna say, but I just read fast. I just read really fast. Like we get like 15 minutes in our class to read, and I be knocking that shit out of the park. I be finishing these books and just locking in on my reading almost instantly. It's just so entertaining. I'm happy that I started reading again though, because it's always something that'll be around too. You know, you're always going to be reading. It's not like it's ever going to disappear. So you know, doing it as a hobby is something good to get into, which I'm happy that I started doing, and I'm putting a lot of my friends onto it too. So it's explaining my special interest to them, and they appreciate it as much as I appreciate them. It's just kind of a ball that keeps rolling, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to see who really does want to start reading it, and that'll be even funner because then I have more people to connect with on my special interest. I feel so fun. It just feels so fun. But anyway, yeah, this is TerraFirma. Um, Look at all the erosion, dude. Look at that. That is sick. I really love this game. This is just such a sick game. And what's even cooler is all of those little like spots, dude. Those are trees. You could sometimes see animals if you get up close and personal, but yeah, it's really cool. And then I'm trying to make a lake right here, but that's obviously not working too well. Um, but yeah, you can get really up close and personal. Like you could see the individual like hairs of the mountain, you know. And then if I get up close to this, the shoreline, you know, you could see all the little I forgot what they're called, the bushes. It's pretty cool. I really like this game. Um, it's interesting how complex you can get and how deep into detail you can get with this stuff. Because I can turn this thing all the way down to like I'm only affecting this part of the tree, which if I scroll out, it's gonna look like absolutely nothing. Look at that. That's how many trees we're taking out. That's a little ass circle. I find it so cool just how much impact you can have with such little movement too, what you feel like. And look, we got a couple of little lakes up here in the mountains, and this would be beautiful in real life at least. Anyway, though, yeah. Um, if you ever need someone who's into JoJo, let me know. Let me know. Anyway, the recording's getting around 10 minutes. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.